Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Normal here and you're watching the detailed camera review of the new smartphone from Vivo under the V series, the Vivo V20. The new Vivo V20 is a camera-centric smartphone and comes with a triple camera setup. It has a primary 64 megapixel camera and a 44 megapixel selfie camera. So let's dive deep into the camera to see how it performs. If this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. Now coming back to the review, let's first have a look at the hardware offered. In terms of camera hardware, the Vivo V20 packs a 64 megapixel primary camera with Samsung GW1 sensor and f1.9 aperture. You also get an 8 megapixel sensor which is a multifunction sensor and it can do ultra wide, bokeh and super macro. And you also get a third 2 megapixel mono sensor. The front camera is a 44 megapixel Samsung GH1 sensor with f2.0 aperture. So let's find out how the camera performs. First, let's have a look at the video quality. The phone can shoot 4K videos in 30 fps and the quality looks good. There is no 60 fps for the 4K sample, but there is stabilization being offered and the details looks good. The video quality is good with good sharpness levels also being offered. The 1080p resolution supports 50 fps as well as 30 fps and both the video comes with stabilization. The quality of the footage is once again good. The colors are quite good for the most part and the dynamic range looks good. The phone also supports 1080p footage with stabilization for the ultra wide angle camera as well. Here again, the video quality is good. The phone can also record videos in slow motion in 120 fps and 240 fps with 1080p resolution and 720p resolution respectively. Now moving on to the photos. The daylight shots taken with a 64 megapixel camera came out pretty good. The colors are spot on and the sharpness levels are also impressive. The auto HDR option in Vivo camera works pretty well and the dynamic range is good. The details are good and there is no saturation issues as the colors looks great and mostly natural. There is good amount of details even when you zoom into the pictures. There is also dedicated 64 megapixel mode called as high resolution mode which takes images in high resolution, but we did not see any major difference here. Overall, Vivo V20 produces great results in daylight conditions. The 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera has distortion correction and shots came out pretty good. Quite often we see ultra wide angle camera colors not being accurate and details being bad. But Vivo has done a good job with the ultra wide angle camera as well. The dynamic range is also good, but the colors do look a bit saturated at times. The ultra wide angle camera is a multifunction one and it can take macros and portraits as well. The close-up shots taken with the camera was good and it has good details and great sharpness levels too. Once again, the color reproduction is good, but occasionally it does have a bit of saturation, especially for the reds. Vivo does a really good job in terms of details and sharpness levels. The phone also has a macro mode which again has good performance. You get detailed macros with good colors and sharpness levels. Now moving on to the portraits, we felt that the portraits are good. There is good details, but there is a bit of softening and the skin tones looks a bit saturated and feels artificial. This was the case with the Vivo X50 as well. As a result, you get a bit of boosted portraits in terms of skin tones and colors. This isn't bad, but they are in natural as well. Vivo also offers a wide range of filters for portrait mode. The edge detection is good and it gets right most of the times, but yes, occasionally there are a bit of misses. Next, moving on to the low light captures. The phone can take some good images in low light. In indoor artificial lights, the performance is pretty good with minimal noise and good sharp images with good colors as well. Now when the light drops further, there is good amount of details and noise is reduced and clarity is also good. The night mode also works really well. Vivo has definitely done a pretty good job in reducing the noise. Moving on to the selfie camera, the 44 megapixel eye autofocus camera can shoot some great selfies with good details and sharper images. The dynamic range is also good. We turned off the beauty mode since we like selfies without the beauty mode. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you can judge based on the clarity. The phone also comes with portrait mode, and here again the edge detection is good, but again a few misses here and there. Vivo is also offering 4K video recording for the selfie camera along with the eye autofocus mode, which works really well. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Vivo V20, which has this eye tracking mode which works really well, and you can see the quality of the video from the front 44 megapixel camera on the Vivo V20. So summing up, how good is the Vivo V20 performance in terms of camera? The Vivo V20 is definitely one of the best camera-centric smartphones in this price segment, and it performs very well. But having said that, there are a few areas which needs fine-tuning, especially the portraits. But overall, as a camera smartphone, you won't be disappointed with the Vivo V20 as it is a stellar performer. So what do you guys think about the camera on the Vivo V20? Do share in your thoughts in the comment section. This is Nirmal signing off with a camera review of the Vivo V20. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.